I hear you say survival of the fittest one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Survival's about persistence and luck.
Another advance.
So weapon proficiency and adaptive skill play no part whatsoever, in your mind.
Well, new business Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Oh. I suppose that means you aren't here for the salt tuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Something to be said for perseverance. I endeavor to persevere myself.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
I don't know what intellectualism means, but if someone's willing to build us a few practical things around here, I ain't gonna judge them on account of their beliefs.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting with the Bolt 52, we won't need to advertise anymore. We can stop our transmissions altogether.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building do be careful. I've lost more than a few Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the What can I do for... You think we're the problem?
Unfortunately, it's hard to have not heard it around these parts.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. Indeed. That's why it's imperative. And the first step... Then it's good. Ah, so you've heard. As far as I'm concerned, the less... Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. What can I do for you?
Greeting. What can I do for you? Not at all. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wing. So I can talk to him, of course. Sort of the strong... Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. Would you? I'd appreciate that. Oh. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet... Sorry, sometimes...
A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just... Just like the top.
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnarine Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
I met another believer once. Pushy type.
Can we talk? Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years. Here we go.
Down they go! Here they come. That's the last of them.
Lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void. I ran in here, and now the door's locked. It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, Phew. Thanks, Miss. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took a... So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe... Sure. Beats not answering questions. Huxley. I'm an Iconoclast runner. The Iconoclast runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a Raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that can catch me. I'm sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know? Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and... I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind... Get me out! What do you mean? Get me out of here! Hello again. Oh,
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy. Now I'm out here. And I'm headed back to Amber.
Still landing your...
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're... Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's... What? I ain't got nothing on me. Can do. Thanks a lot, mister.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir,
Forgive me, Celia. Anyway. You weren't supposed to look. I asked... I didn't mean for any harm to come. This has been my albatross. The great... I give MSI everything. My work... One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in-house. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best.
Getting ahead of myself again.
Happens to the best of us, sir.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be... Oh, I imagine you... But as much as I love your can-do attitude, so it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that... Of course. I didn't mean to... Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe... A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'm sorry, who? Ah, them. They're hardly a corporation. The evidence I'm hoping for would implicate one of the board powers.
Not that we don't appreciate your diligence.
There's something weighing on my mind. No one saw me trip over that, right? I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Chain. It has been a long time since I gave in to my... You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long. And even then, you saved me from my... You owe me nothing, I know. Thank you. Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny.
Good luck in all that you do.
Damn philosophists.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
What we're gonna lose to our missions. That's just the way it is.
A Manta Queen.
Yeah, we felled it,
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you... Stop. No. Spreading the truth. I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanet. Sure.
You are quite assured in the idea that any who hear your message will not immediately change stations upon realizing what utter rubbish it is.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that...
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower. Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should... Speaking of...
You bought rollers? You have any... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on... Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a... One of our She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so... toned. Wonderful. We can use them to copy and...
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage. What? Sorry. Long day. I'm gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
Here we go!
Nice one. Stay away! Libations on me, folks.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We gotta leave. That's my nice way of telling. And I'm just gonna let you walk on in. Oh, of all the void damned. I ain't getting eaten alive for a couple of bits. Pack it up, crew!
It's too quiet. Hello? Relax. I've been cooped up in here for... Who are you? Oh, finally! Tell Graham that this is the last... Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not...
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, like I said, this is my last run. You'd have to ask him. It's an enviable thing he's doing. Law help them. I should go. Look, what do you want to... I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards.
Hey, Max. What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen a corpse in the various stages of decay.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are...
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where?
They're on a very... Welcome back.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting.
That is... This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch.
About... The print...
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake!
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The hell's the sense in recruiting if you're just gonna get them...
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can...
Yes! You're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our act. Look, just... If the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing...
Heard something.
Here we go!
Don't mess!
Good thing we came along and decided to help.
Looks like your path's at an end.
Welcome to the Iconoclast, asshole!
Talk to me.
Nyoka, you're a sight right now, I'll tell you what.
I bet. You really...
Yeah. Don't suppose y'all are...
Thanks, but I ain't sure the mission is worth it.
You keep spewing that sulfur, I'm liable to leave... What my well-meaning idiot of a brother... Would that we could. We ain't leaving our men behind, and they ain't moving. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours. Yeah, on account of giving him the order. He's searching. Any luck out there? Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing.
Here we go!
Nice work!
Get out!
Find your weakness, Cap. Nice hit!
Here we go! Down they go! You won't get any mercy from me. now.
Between you and me, Preacher, I don't think we can trust Sam.
On that point, we're in agreement.
I keep catching that bucket of bolts around my room. It says it's cleaning up bottles, but I ain't buying it.
You think you could be a bored spy?
Oh, fuck. You could be onto something. I'll tell you this much. If it tries to sell me another void-forsaken cleaning instrument, I'm kicking it out of the airlock.
If you'll just...
No! No more listening. No more preaching.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring... Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you... Excellent.
Did you find the Vanoy? Thank the
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and this plan... I have much to do. Articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. Hey.
Remember,
You seen Arthur today?
man, last time I saw him.
Hey there, Exterminator. Glad you showed up to take care of those mantis swarms. Hate those fucking things.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town, only nugget of paradise in this
Crude but forthright. I admire that.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent. I'll be sure to remember that, fella. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far... And I'll... I take it you don't have a reservation? No. The VIP room's charged by the night. Marvelous. Do take care of the place. Maid service won't clean after a murder. Good of you to finally haul your ass. Got something that's gonna require... All right. One of my runners uncovered a cap. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and life, but it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board. Meaning safe for me and my crew. I do like your gum. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is open. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with...
And will again. We ought to be taking any opportunity we...
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities.
Crews are for ships.
Close enough. The top... Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile... Once you've got our goods, take them to the ground. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in... But before you... Good. There's a... That... Stop... Clock... You... Kill him. Run him out. Hit him where it... If you got... Like... Then I... It'll be more... Oh, may luck be with you.
Catherine's great. were in charge.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a raptidon talk? You look...
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sac.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of... You're in good hands. Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask... I hope it's working. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit. You sound pretty sure. And okay, I'll do it.
Have you talked to Sebastian? Okay. Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this, or was it... Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be... look at me going on. Anyhow.
Thank you again for Anyway?
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold? Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler... Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here... Care to purchase? Care to purchase? Thanks again, stranger. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Captain! I'm going.